Hello and welcome to the Right Number Prop Show presented by Dead Money Sports. I'm your host, Jesse Flynn. Well, we've made it. It's the Conference Championship Sunday of the NFL playoffs. 2 games remaining. The San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. These are going to be 2 really exciting games. There's only 3 games left in the NFL season, so we've got to enjoy them while we've got them. Well, I've got some prop bets for both of Sunday's games, so let's get into it and see what prop bets I've got for the Conference Championship Sunday. So for the first game on Sunday between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles, the first prop that I like is Brandon Aiyuk over 45.5 receiving yards. Now, I had him last week at over 54.5, and he didn't hit that number. He had a really underwhelming day as a lot of passes went to George Kittle in that game, and he really gobbled up some of the targets and a lot of the yardage in the game last week. But again, Brandon Aiyuk at 45.5 yards receiving, he's gone over that number 13 out of the 19 games that he's played this year, and I really like him to have a big game. I think last week was an outlier with the way that Dallas was playing their defense. They left the tight ends open and were guarding the outside against the receivers. I don't know if the Eagles are going to do that, as they've got pretty decent defensive backs, but I think Brandon Aiyuk is going to have a big game. So for the first prop on the first game of Conference Championship Sunday, give me Brandon Aiyuk over 45.5 receiving yards. Now, I also like Brandon Aiyuk's anytime touchdown score at plus 230. Again, this was another prop that I had last week that didn't come through. Again, limited targets with the overwhelming target share going towards George Kittle and the tight end. So I do think this is still a good prop. He had 8 touchdowns on the season this year, so he's definitely been able to get in the end zone, and I think that they'll be looking his way. I picked the over in this game, so I expect there to be a lot of points. And so I'm also going with Brandon Aiyuk's anytime touchdown score at plus 230. So another prop that I like for the first game on Sunday is Jalen Hurts under 247.5 passing yards. I think they're going to be running the ball quite a bit in this game. I don't think we're going to see a lot of air yards out of the Philadelphia offense. It's going to be cold out there. They're going to probably want to try to eliminate as many mistakes as possible. And not really sure exactly how healed Jalen Hurts' shoulder is, so don't know if they want to really have him throwing the ball 30 times a game. But on the season, Jalen Hurts has gone under this total 7 out of the last 9 games. So they really haven't been airing the ball out very much, even though they've had some big plays in the passing game. Overall, he hasn't really been going over 230, 240 yards in a game. So with the total being at 247.5, I think this is a good bet. So I'm going to take Jalen Hurts under 247.5 passing yards. My last prop for the first game on Sunday is A.J. Brown's anytime touchdown score at plus 140. Now, Brown had a really underwhelming game last week. He only had 6 targets, 3 receptions, and 22 yards, but the way that game script played out, they really didn't need to throw the ball deep. They did take some shots, but they just didn't connect. And he was a little gimpy in that game. He kept getting up and was kind of favoring his leg. So not really sure if he had suffered some kind of an injury during the game that was kind of bothering him, but it certainly looked that way. So, but I expect Brown to be a big part of the offense this week. I think that they're going to look his way because of the fact that he had an underwhelming game last week and try to get him more involved in the offense. And we know even when he's going one-on-one, he's definitely capable of catching a jump ball on a deep shot for a touchdown. So I like this here. Again, I took the over in the first game on Sunday, so I like there to be a lot of points. I expect A.J. Brown to be a part of it. So give me A.J. Brown's anytime touchdown score at plus 140. Now our second game on Sunday has the Cincinnati Bengals going to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. The first prop that I like for this game is Kelsey's over 22.5 as his longest reception. He's gone over this number 10 times this season as his longest reception. We know Patrick Mahomes is going to be looking his way, and he always comes through in these big playoff games. He always plays his best, and I expect him to have a couple of deep pass opportunities, and you know that he's good at run after the catch, breaking tackles. So I really like this prop. I think it's going to be. I think he's going to go over this number as his longest reception pretty easily. So my first prop for the second game on Sunday is Kelsey's over 22.5 as his longest reception. Another prop I like for the second game is Isaiah Pacheco's anytime touchdown score at plus 150. He's obviously taken over the role as a lead back. I mean, he split carries with McKinnon last week, but a lot of that had to do with when Patrick Mahomes got injured. They kind of went into a more run heavy offense. But I think Pacheco, he's going to get the goal line carries. I think McKinnon, if they're going to throw the ball near the end zone, he might be in on the offensive package. But as far as running it near the end zone, I think Pacheco has become the number one option in this run game. And we also saw him break off a big run last week against the Jags. He's got that, I think he ran under a 4.4 in the 40. So he's got track star speed. So if this guy gets a step on someone, he's gone and nobody's catching him. So he's got a real opportunity to take it to the house anytime he touches the ball. I think he's going to have plenty of opportunities to run the ball in this game. And so I like it at plus 150. So my next prop is Isaiah Pacheco's anytime touchdown score at plus 150. Another prop I like for this game is DJ Reader over 2.5 tackles and assists at plus 130. Now, he's gone over this number 5 of the 9 games that he's played this season, and I expect Kansas City to run the ball more than they normally would because of Mahomes' ankle. So I think the interior linemen are going to have more chances to get in on tackles and assists, and I also think they're going to be able to get pressure on Patrick Mahomes and probably have a few more sacks than normal because of his limited mobility. He won't be able to evade the rush the way he normally does and make those off-script plays. So another prop that I like for the second game is DJ Reader over 2.5 tackles and assists at plus 130. And my last prop for the second game on Sunday is T. Higgins anytime touchdown score at plus 165. Now, he had a pretty underwhelming game last week. He only had, I think, 3 receptions on 4 targets for less than 30 yards, no touchdown. So he really wasn't involved in the offense all that much. But he normally is a big part of this offense. And he had 7 touchdowns on the season. I really like him to be a bit more involved in this game plan than he was last week. And if the defense tries to focus on taking Jamar Chase away, it could open him up for more opportunities in the red zone. So I really like his chances here. I think he's going to be a bigger part of the offense in this game. Kind of let me down last week because I had a lot of his props that he missed on, but I'm going back to the well. So for my last prop for the second game on Sunday, give me T. Higgins anytime touchdown score at plus 165. So those are the props that I like for Sunday's NFL conference games. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Check out the other content at Dead Money Sports. Hope everybody enjoys these last 3 games of the NFL season. Let's make some money, and thanks for watching.